welcome to a new team review. Today we're going to take a look at the team I also basically already put into my video about like the best teams for Master League, and this is definitely one of the best teams for Master League. I cannot really say anything else to that. This team was amazing for me. I think I played 14 games with them. I think all of them are in here as well. I think I went 10-4. One game, well, it's only 14 even though I played 3 sets. One game I accidentally went into Little Cup. Didn't work out that well. But yeah, I didn't really pay attention there. But other than that, I went 10-4 with this team, which is definitely a good record. And had a lot of fun. We can go here, like, yeah, it's really cool how good Ho-Oh is, to be honest. Like, if you have one, you should definitely try that thing out. This thing is like, so, like, basically you always get a shield with this thing. Like, what really wants to take a Brave Bird or an Earthquake from this thing. And you can farm down so many things. And yeah, we're just gonna farm this Mewtwo down and my opponent surrenders. Good game there. But yeah, right now I'm climbing on ranks again. I'm pretty high. I'm actually hyped for the video tomorrow. The video tomorrow is gonna be fun about Little Cup. I have a very interesting Pokemon which I used there, which I didn't expect to be that good, but it was like hilariously good. And yeah, here we have like the Dialga Mirror again. Something that you always see. You're just gonna go for the Iron Head and let go. My opponent gonna shield up. I think I'm gonna no shield here. Yeah. And gonna let this go. I think I tried to farm down now. And yep, I just gonna get all the energy here with my Ho. I'm gonna shield. It's the Thunder, good thing I shielded. And now I can, I nearly have 2 Brave Birds already. No one really wants to swap into this thing. Goes into Giratina, which is kinda annoying. Okay, but he let it go. And it's a Togekiss in the back. And if I stayed in there, I think I would have won this game, to be honest. If I stayed in there and went for the Incinerate, I think I could have won this. But I didn't, and this is gonna cost me the game now. Even though I get the boost there at the second one, which doesn't really matter there. I think if I stayed in and went for the Brave Bird, I would have been able to win this game. But my opponent get the boost and we're gonna lose there. So this was actually a winnable game 100%, but I didn't play that out perfectly. Mundle is like the one problem for this team. It's not bad in the lead, to be honest, but it's also not good. My opponent just swaps into Lugia. I don't know. It's a bit tricky. Lugia is actually also a bit tricky for this team. It looks like, oh yeah, cool, we have Dialga, which is Steel type, like the flying type moves don't do anything. Aeroblast just chunks, and you see how much the Dragon Tail does from this thing. This thing is amazing. Lugia I'm definitely also want to build later on. But yeah, this thing is just chunks me so hard down here. But we should be able to go for a move here against the Mundle. I just hope my opponent shields, because we have like, we could KO him with the Thunder at this point. But he doesn't shield, and we can go for another move. And he does, oh no, he shields finally, thank god. And he actually can farm us down, which is annoying, but we have our Giratina, we can chunk this thing, and we don't really care about this move. He goes into Mamoswine. We go for the Earthquake. We have to go now for the Brave Bird. I hope we get there, and we're gonna get there just barely. This thing gonna be able to KO this Mamoswine, just one-shotted my opponent's surrenders. Good game there. Yeah, Mamoswine would have been a problem otherwise, but like this, it's fine. Again, X-Control is basically a Melmetal. Like, they're pretty similar, and they hurt both kinda equally. So, not really good. I usually tend now to throw the Brave Bird into the Lugia, because either I get a shield, or I put it in a way better spot for the Dialga. So, yeah, Lugia in general, it's a bit of a tricky situation there. If you go to Giratina, the quick moves are super effective. But yeah, like your quick moves, your charge moves being super effective. If you go to this, it's also kind of tricky. And here he actually gets to 2 Aeroblast. I counted to 8. I don't know how he got there. I think you need 10 or something for Aeroblast. Do you need 10? Ah, never mind. Dragon Tail got... Ah, okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, I miscounted then. Yeah, you need 8. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me, thank you. But here we can go for Shittable, and I think we're gonna... it's gonna be close. It's definitely gonna be close. Can we win this game? He goes for a Surf. He can go for a Shittable now. I think I have to try to catch a move. I wanted to catch the move, didn't work out for me. He gets to the Surf, but we can survive one move and we can incinerate down this Kyogre. Because Ho-Oh is busted. Next up we have Zacian. Zacian is very interesting. Either they run Play Rough or Wild Charge in the lead, and the lead is more time Wild Charge than Play Rough, so it's kind of tricky then. But if they don't run Wild Charge, we are fine. This guy earns Wild Charge, so it's a bit of a tricky matchup. But we can get 2 shields here, and this is all I really want, to be honest. We get the shield from him, and he has to throw again. And at this point I know his moveset already, so I know that we hard counter him with the Giratina. He goes into his own Giratina, I can go for a Shadow Ball. I think I'm just gonna farm him down, or do I swap out now? I'm just gonna shield and farm him down. There's nothing really we lose with that. And we're gonna be able to kill this thing. He goes into Dialga, we can swap into our own Dialga. And at this point, I'm just gonna shield. Do I? No, I don't shield. This is an Iron Head. I know that it was an Iron Head, so it wasn't really worth it for me to shield. I just overfarmed. I think I just don't care about this matchup in general. Yeah, he just throws. Actually, shield. Okay, it doesn't really matter. He has to throw 2 moves now anyway, so he's out of energy. I should be able to farm down with my Giratina and Bear, and that's gonna be a good game. I can go for a move here. Okay, my opponent just surrenders anyway. But in general, this team works out pretty well. The thing that you don't really want to face with Giratina are like Charmers. So you have one of the best Charm answers in the lead. Then you have Pokemon that basically baits out Charm users, but still can do something against them with the Iron Head. And then yeah, you have the Giratina in the back that's really weak to Charm. You can use something else in Giratina in the back as well. I think Giratina is just the best Pokemon. You need something that can counter the Steel types like Metal and Escav, not Escav, Excadrill. We're not an Ultra League anymore, luckily. I don't really want to be an Ultra League anymore, to be honest. But here we're just gonna go for the shield. Actually would KO us, I think. If he goes for the move right now, I think we're already in range for that, which is kind of annoying. But we know we have the Giratina in the back. We're gonna win this game. There's nothing really my opponent can do here. I think he's gonna notice that now as well. Good game there. Next up, we're gonna have Ho Organization again. Very interesting. We can just go for an. Yeah, you're just gonna go for the move directly. It's a play rough. I don't know where you stay in then. And then he goes into Dialga. That was kind of weird, to be honest. I'm just gonna go for 2 Earthquakes and get 2 shields. But I don't really mind that anymore. I'm just gonna shield here. I think Iron Head would KO me. I'm gonna get this last shield here as well. And we can go into our own Dialga. Try to farm up extra. I think I tried to farm down. I think he is also not the. I don't think he has the bulk point. Yeah, I think he didn't. I don't know. It definitely looked like I would do more than him. And here he goes into the Zacian. And I don't have a shield. He's gonna be able to KO me with a close combat. But I can go into my Ho-Oh and farm him down. But I think I make a mistake here actually. Because, yeah, he has Kyogre in the back. And if I went into my Giratina, I would have won this game easily. But because I thought I would be already in a Brave Bird after my Ho-Oh, I'm not gonna be able to. Because my opponent just barely gets the CMP die here onto the Blizzard and KOs me. This game was also winnable, so we're basically 2 out of 2 losses right now with games where we should have most likely won. My next opponent is a shiny Lugia. Isn't that a Hundo even? I think it's close to a Hundo. That's definitely high CP. And I'm just gonna go to my Dialga because I can take it a bit better. And my opponent goes into Metal. Here in this matchup, you don't want to throw the first person. You just want to wait until he throws the Superpower. My opponent throws the Rock Slide, which is interesting. That's why I'm just gonna bait here now. And I know that if he throws a Superpower now, I can shield. And the next Superpower should not be able to KO me. But I'm still gonna shield here. Interesting. But I can go for an Iron Head now. I think I can realign now my Pokemon. Yeah, you just let it go. He goes into Zacian, which is interesting as we can go for an Iron Head here and he has to debuff himself. You're just gonna shield this. I don't know what you have in your moveset anyway. Go for the close combat. I can go into my Ho-Oh. I didn't get the move in there, I think. I think I didn't sneak the move in there, even though my opponent swapped into me, which should never happen. And it was super annoying. And I think that's even losers made the game again. Didn't it? Think. He can farm me. Oh no, he throws a move here now? If I had one more move now. Yeah, I would have won this game if I just got the move into the Lugia. It is so annoying that it had to go through there. So it was another game which he should have won. What the hell? 3 out of 3. Yeah, like if you are just in the Pokemon, your opponent swaps out into another Pokemon and gets his charge move off before you get a quick move off, this should not be possible. Like usually swapping out the Pokemon costs you 1 turn, but I guess not today. Cool. Again, here. I had 1 turn to go for 1 Dragon Breath against this Yveltal, and it didn't work. Yeah. I was kind of furious of the game sometimes. At least we can farm all the way down here and get a lot of energy. And you're gonna be able to nuke whatever is in the bag. We're gonna be a Kyogre, that's not good. I can swap out here now. And we have some lag. And see what he wants to do now. I think we're still gonna win this game at least here. He gets the extra quick move in, which is kinda annoying. But tries to sag onto the Yveltal. I don't know what he tried to do there. We can go for the charge move here. Gonna be Omniazone bait, and we're gonna get the boost here as well, which definitely gonna secure us from a Blizzard as well. Goes to the Blizzard, and this is gonna be a good game. Well played. Next up, Ho-Oh against Zacian again. I think this one I also had a wild charge. A lot of Zacian leads, which I think is definitely a good Pokemon for the lead, especially with wild charge. And we just gonna go for the Brave Bird. It doesn't really matter which move you're gonna go for anyway. They're definitely gonna shield, and Brave Bird is less energy for you. I'm gonna shield and get his second move. I think I'm just gonna let him go now. I don't really care about my... Okay, I go for the Earthquake here now because I don't really want to debuff myself and hope that my opponent throws against me, which he didn't, sadly. He has a 1 HP now, that's kinda annoying. I think I'm gonna go into my own Dialga now. I think I'm gonna catch, yeah, I'm gonna catch on my own Dialga. Gonna be a Shadow Ball, it's fine though. I think I'm gonna shield this actually. Yeah, because I know it's close combat, I know I can farm down in time. And if he had, okay, he had a Snorlax in the back. If he had anything else, it would be also good, but we needed this anyway for the Snorlax here. It was so nice that we shielded that. Because now we can just Draco Meteor and kill him. We actually battled against Math Magic, I didn't even know at the time. Oh, that's hilarious. I think he actually wins against me. I think there was also with some lag in here. I didn't even know at the time, I just usually play at night time, my time, and yeah, he actually go for the Lugia against Lugia here. It's interesting, I'm just gonna let it go because I know I can survive one anyway. I think I should have shielded here now. I think that was a mistake. I think he can farm me down. Yeah, we farmed down at the same time. And Garchomp was a problem. I go into my Dialga, we have some lag here again, which is annoying. And he goes into Melmetal. Yeah, that was kind of hard to deal with right now. Goes to the Rock Slide. I go for the Earthquake. And I think he has too much energy now after the lag that I cannot really do anything anymore. And we tried to go for the Brave Bird there, but the move just didn't run through. Which is beautiful as well again, but hey. Yeah, I think he gonna get to an Earth Power and gonna KO me. Good game there. Was kind of a weird game, but a good game there. I think that was the first game which was fine to lose for us. I think that was also the last game now which we lost. I think that was the first one where I was okay, yeah, there was nothing really we could have done differently, I think. While the other one we were like either okay, we didn't get the move through, which we should have went through, or we played a bit poorly, so I'm fine with that. I can farm down this Dialga here. My opponent goes back into the Excadrill. I go for the Draco Meteor, which nearly KOs an Excadrill actually. So he shields. And he has to throw against me anyway. And this is totally fine for me. I can go for another move. I can go into my Giratina now. And I can just farm up extra. I thought of shielding this move as well, because it does a lot of damage. But decided against it at this point. I also decided against it here. Unless it's a Kyogre in the back, we should be fine, I thought. And we're gonna see, it's gonna be a Mewtwo in the back, and we're definitely gonna be fine here, as we can go for another Shadow Ball and KO this thing. Good game there to my opponent. This definitely gonna KO. My next opponent gonna be leading with Dialga. Dialga is like kinda neutral matchup with the Ho-Oh. You can go for one Earthquake and then I'd usually dip. Actually bait here, which is interesting. And we're gonna see me going for the Brave Bird and then swap out into my own one. He swaps into an Excadrill. That does not look good right now. Are we actually gonna lose this one as well? We can go for the Iron Head here. The Iron Head gonna hurt a lot. I can farm him down now with my Giratina, I guess. I just wanted to get rid of his energy, I think. And then go into my Ho-Oh when he throws his second move. Or am I just gonna farm all the way down? I'm gonna farm all the way down. He goes into his Dialga. I can go into my Ho-Oh and farm this thing down. And now it depends on whether my opponent in the back here. My opponent gonna have a Groudon in the back. That's a really good fast. I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird here. He goes for the Fire Punch now. I still have to shield this here. And we can go for another Brave Bird here before he catches a move. And this Brave Bird nearly KOs him. And the next move already kills him. And I can just sweep my opponent with my Ho-Oh now. Ho-Oh getting all the 3 kills here. MVP. And yeah, next up we have a Mundle against us again. This time I actually tried to swap out into Giratina. I don't know if that was a smart play. I think it was not a bad play either right now if I see what my opponent brought in here. Because I hit the Shadow Ball, I know that I can win this game, I think. I like this matchup in general. So I'm just gonna go for some nice, beautiful Omnious Wind here. And gonna shield this Earthquake up as well. And now he needs 8 more quick moves now to get to this next move, so I can just farm all the way down. Have a lot of energy. Here it seems that he does not have anything for me at all. I think it might be a Mewtwo in the back then. Goes to the Rock Slide. It's a Lugia in the back, okay. I mean, at least Psychic type, doesn't make sense. Can go into my Dialga now. I hope that I can farm him down. I can actually go for the charge move here. I think he saw the 1 HP. Yep. And yeah, still I think we're gonna win this game. My opponent basically has to go for a superpower and debuff himself against this thing in this matchup, so that's gonna be a good game. I really enjoyed this team. Like, definitely if you need to climb right now and you have the Pokemon ready already, I would definitely recommend you using this team. Definitely a really good one. And yeah, I hope I see you in the next video. Tomorrow gonna be again with a Little Cup. I have a really funny Pokemon there, which is very cheap to build as well, so see you then.